Welcome to another episode of From the Corner. This is number 7.
Yeah.
The nice thing about From the Corner is that if my internet completely fails me, the guys will finish the episode without me. But I've upgraded my line speed.
Nice one. Yeah, well, you seem a little glitchy as it stands, but I mean, I'm sure we're gonna get through it. I mean, last week we managed to do just fine. AJ, what do you think?
Yeah, I think we did an amazing job without Dan around.
Oh, okay, it looks like you're struggling a bit yourself.
Yeah. No, you were just saying how you saw something useless on the screen, and I thought you were talking about yourself, but
oh
You're
shit!
doing an okay job. You're doing an okay job.
Oh, okay, well, thanks, dude. Well, I mean,
I want to thank my sponsor quickly.
Yes. Oh, yes.
For always being here for me.
I see. It looks nice and cold, despite the cold weather, which I like.
Crisp and fresh.
That's it.
Absolutely delicious.
That's it. Jeez. So it was quite a eventful weekend, eh? What did you guys get up to? Dan, are you staying sane in this quarantine time and working from home and all that kind of shit?
I mean, have I ever been sane? I don't think that's. But yeah, no, I moved from my old place into my new place, and my bedroom's a little bit smaller than it used to be.
Yeah.
So I moved into my new place to be closer to work, so I'm in town, and now I work from home, so there is no more office.
Yeah,
So I've got my bed and my desk right next to each other, but I'm loving it. I'm just spending my entire life in this room.
Yeah.
But I also do From the Corner from this room. So
oh yes, the fastest growing MMA podcast in South Africa, I would say.
In Rondebosch.
In Rondebosch.
And John.
And Todd, yeah.
And Garden.
Well, I mean, listen, I'm not exactly in Rondebosch anyway. Don't know why you call me that. But geez, what an eventful weekend, eh? What's that?
It's because the Rogan of Rondebosch rolls off the tongue slightly better than the.
It doesn't matter, bro.
The hashtag. There we go.
Yeah, hashtag.
There you go.
ROR. Roar.
So did you guys watch the fights?
Oh yes.
Hell yes.
There's a lot to talk about
We're gonna get
today,
to the
but I just want to say. Sorry, Jake, go for it.
What you saying there? You look like you're struggling a bit there, brother.
Didn't watch the main part.
What's that?
Yeah, it will sort itself out now, hopefully.
Yeah, you're struggling bad, bruh.
Bad baby.
Yeah, so yeah,
I was gonna say this is vintage Papa G's. You can't have a podcast without any connection issues or screen issues. Come on, man.
Yeah, for sure. And well, no. It is Papa G's in the sense that every single time we I mean, at least we're able to buy alcohol now. So every single time we make a mistake, we can actually drink. So cheers to that. I'd like to thank my sponsor Savannah for getting us through these harsh times. It seems Jared is still very glitchy as hell, but we'll get through it. But yes, I did watch the fight. So where do you want to start, Dan? I'm gonna let you lead the way, bro, and you hit us with the content, and then we'll comment, dude.
Okay, well, so in classic sort of casual fan, I watched the main and the co-main.
Sure.
I missed Maurice Green, but I did watch the highlights. Jared, what do you think about Mike Perry's cornerman?
Love it.
Not a bad looking cornerman, eh? I'm not gonna lie.
I'd definitely say that.
Yeah, no, she's a.
Yeah.
So just to give the listeners some background,
She knows how to.
go for it, Jay. Yeah.
She knows how to put the ice pack on the neck, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, just to give the listeners some background.
Okay.
What is Mike Perry's nickname? Is it
Platinum?
just Mike. Oh,
Platinum Mike Perry, bro.
Platinum, yeah.
Yeah.
Platinum Mike Perry is probably okay. So Jorge Masvidal is the BMF. Hashtag Jorge Masvidal. We can put that on the YouTube channel.
Street Jesus.
Street Jesus is the baddest motherfucker. He's even got the BMF bolt.
Yeah, bro.
Put on his waist behind the rock. But Platinum Mike Perry is one of the baddest motherfuckers in the game, and he decided to take a fight, and because he was a bit short here and there, he owed the IRS a bit of money, hadn't paid his taxes in a while, needed a bit of extra cash. He said, "Fuck my corner. I'm not gonna sort of have a corner for this fight." And you heard it first on From the Corner. He didn't need one.
Exactly, I agree, bro. I completely agree. I think he was going out there to prove something that you don't necessarily have to pay a corner 10% of your fee when all you need to do, all the hard work is done. You just need to sit. You just need to. Matt, like I just saw him. Did you see him in between rounds? He was analyzing his own game while his cornerman was asking him where the right place to put the ice was. I thought it was brilliant. He was going through, okay, I need to do this. Did you see him talking to himself? Did anybody see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I thought it was brilliant, dude. And I think for a guy like Perry, that I mean, did you see the amount of tweets and stuff that it got after he had won the fight to say, fuck my corner, I'm bringing my wife next time. I think Smiling Sam Alvey was one of them that did it. Yeah?
Geez, there were so many of them that said, like, actually, screw this. I'm not paying for a corner now. I'm just going to fight by myself.
Well, imagine you make 200k. That's 20,000 rand. I mean, what 20k of what your corner's going to get? It's crazy.
Yeah. The corners are very expensive, and they take up to sort of 20% of your purse. So when you don't win the fight, you actually don't make a lot of money. But look, we're only saying this because he won the fight. If he had lost the fight, we would have been saying the guy made a mistake. But he's Platinum Mike Perry, and the way that so we'll get onto the fight now, and the way that he grappled with Mickey, because that was an incredible performance. But one thing I did want to say is, look, I love Platinum. I think it was great. But if you listen to, I listened to Halwani's show yesterday. He always does a show on Monday evenings. That's why we that's why we do From the Corner on Tuesday evenings, because we don't want all Halwani's listeners to come and watch From the Corner, because then Ariel Halwani will be out of a job.
100%. DC as well, bro.
But DC analyzed it, and he said, look, he's cool with Platinum doing that. Scrap your corner, don't pay your cornerman, get more cash for yourself, pay your taxes, have your girlfriend put ice on your back. But when it comes to a fight like DC versus Stipe, and you 2 rounds, and you're going into the 5th round, and you're 2 rounds each, you do need an experienced cornerman to tell you what to do. And you need a grappling coach, and you need a striking coach. So I think DC's very right about that. If Platinum Mike Perry was fighting someone like Darren Till, he needs that cornerman.
Yeah, look, I mean, it's different strokes for different folks as well. I mean, but I don't foresee. I think it will be good for him to find a corner or a team. It just seems like all the places that he's been over the last couple of years, he's just never really gelled with. He seems like one of those loner dudes who doesn't like. I don't know. It's weird. It's because he's built like a brick shit house, and he's always in super shape. He didn't lose any cardio. He maintained. He almost seemed a more level-headed fighter without all that nonsense. Take it from a casual. Take it from a casual, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, that's better. Basically, what I'm saying.
And there's no bigger casual.
I think also, like, he's a guy that. Yeah, he's a guy that's in his head the whole time anyway. So he needs. I think he won't listen to coaches anyway. He's that guy that strikes me as that kind of person. So he just needs to do his thing and do it his way.
Yeah.
I think you're right. It is just Platinum's personality. He what do you call it? He beats the sound of his own drum.
100%. Yeah.
He wants to. And what I did find extremely funny is when he came out. So he won the fight, and he didn't need to be transported to the hospital or anything. And when he came out to address the press at the conference, they asked him, "So, what did you think about your corner lady?" And he said, "Yeah, I just love the way that she put the ice on my shoulders. I was so happy about it.
Yeah, I saw like in the interview afterwards backstage. That was brilliant, man. And she, you know what I really liked about her. I liked the fact that she came and she knew her role as to go in there, put the ice where she was supposed to. I really even said, Demi and I were watching together, and I was like, I can't believe this. I expected something completely different, because even when Platinum Perry was with the Platinum Princess, she would like scream in the corner when there was a full crowd of people. Now, this is an empty arena. I mean, her name's Latori Gonzalez. So I expected her to have some flair and be loud and I don't know. I just, it's, never judge a book by its cover, and big ups to Mike Perry, because she came in, she did what she needed to do. Even in the post fight interviews, she was so sweet and soft spoken, and she was just super happy for him, and she didn't say too much and she didn't say too little. I thought it was fantastic to watch. It was must-see TV, dude.
Yeah. I think also she'll get more experience with MMA. Like, the more she does it, the more she'll be able to tell Mike. Look, I think if he fights, we'll get onto this, but if he fights Darren Till in his next fight, he's gonna use a proper corner with the grappling coach and a striking coach. But yeah, it's her first fight.
He also said straight after the fight that actually, after all his bills announced that he can pay all his bills, that he's definitely going to go look for his corner and coaches and people to help him out.
Yeah. The taxes get paid when Platinum gets paid. I thought that was brilliant. Yeah.
And you know what?
But carry on with your point, Dan. You were busy saying something.
No, man. I just think that MMA is not the same without Platinum, and that's why I watch the sport, because of the personalities in it. Are we gonna go straight to? So yeah, well let's talk about the co-main event. So
okay.
Perry versus Mickey Gall.
Okay. Can I be that guy? Can I be that guy?
Can be that guy, but he absolutely smashed Mickey Gall. Anyway.
Yes. Okay. So quickly, because you watched co-main and main, I just want to quickly touch for the listeners, for the guys. I watched obviously the entire card, because that I feel like it disrupts my flow almost if I don't watch the whole.
I agree with you. Let's work our way up.
Okay. So the only I don't know why Aspen Ladd and Sarah McMahon was cancelled. I did see that Aspen Ladd just went on to the she just went on the Schmoes podcast, the Schmo Zone. Probably that's going to explain a whole bunch. But anyway, Julian Erosa versus Sean Woodson. This Sean Woodson guy he's literally got length on everybody. It's absolutely sensational to see. Yeah. And he's got such a weirdly built body. He's got this big head. He's got this like shortish torso with these super long limbs. And you got Julian Erosa, this is his third stint in the UFC. He was on Tough. I really thoroughly enjoyed him on Tough. He was a bit of a heel. He's always been a bit of a heel throughout his career. He's a bit of a smart talker, blah blah blah. Juicy J is his nickname, and he's such an exciting fighter, and he's always just lost those very pivotal fights that always ends up getting him cut, or he says something or whatever. So he got his last chance, his recent chance I think it was in like 4 days notice or something like that. This Sean Woodson dude just pieced him apart for 2 rounds. He was 2 rounds behind as far as what I was concerned. And what happened was Julian Erosa wore this dude down in the 3rd round and got a late Darce choke submission, which was absolutely, it was champagne MMA to watch at the end there. It was one of those storybook performances. It was great.
Yeah, it was phenomenal.
Yeah, and then the Takashi, I call him Takashi 6ix9ine, knocked out this Jason Whittaker. Imagine, dude. Imagine getting knocked out on your debut. Your whole family, your everybody's watching, and you get knocked out in 43 seconds. Imagine how that's 40? 48.
48.
Okay. No, well, I'm just going by memory. I'm not reading it. And then
That left hook was insane.
yeah, it was insane. And then the Brendan Allen, who's another Louisiana native, like DC and Poirier. So he got the win. That was a dogfight though. That Kyle Darkus is such a beast, and it was his first loss as well.
Dude, those elbows to that head were insane.
It was hard to watch. It was actually extremely hard to watch. What's that look on your face, bro?
So brutal.
No, when you say elbows to the head, I
Yeah.
get that look on my face.
Dude, those were hellbows, bro.
Yeah, because you could hear, because there was no audience members, you could hear it like cracking. It sounded like chicken bones just being broken every time.
It was it was straight bone on bone, dude. Straight bone on bone. It was hectic.
That's not why I watch MMA. I mean, those are some of the things you don't like to see.
Yeah.
But I mean, you got to take it as part of the whole sport, and it's two men that are getting into a cage to fight each other. They both know what they're getting into, so I'm okay with that.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely, man. Jeez, man, but it was a card that did not disappoint whatsoever. And then it's Dad Bod Volante versus Maurice Crochet King. It was amazing. He represented Dad Bods across the world. Representing Dad Bods across the world. Salute Jean Volante, such a legend. You know what? I see a lot of myself in that dude.
I remember that you said Maurice Green was going to win that one, so well done on your correct prediction.
Thank you so much. It was an interesting submission. It was like a half. It was a triangle, arm triangle from the bottom, which apparently is very hard to do. But I think Volante, given the fact that he's got exercise-induced asthma, I think he kind of panicked and just tapped.
Oh wow!
But then,
exercise
induced asthma, yeah, he does.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strange, but I mean, I don't think he blamed that. I just heard that in the upcoming, in the prelude to the fight when they're talking about the history and the reason why he's moved up to heavyweight and the weight cut and the fact that he's got exercise-induced asthma and all that kind of bullshit. So, yeah. So and then it was just pure awesomeness from Mike Perry.
Yeah.
Hey.
What was that situation between Boza and Green? What's like I heard?
I think they were just drinking together. I think they were just drinking together afterwards. That's apparently what I heard. I didn't think there was an incident of any sort. Did you? Listen, you can't come here with your false ass claims here without backing them up and from the corner, bro.
Jared, what did you hear?
No, Green even said after the fight, he said Boza was like chirping him, and he's like, dude, we were just chatting and nothing big about it. But if you want to come at me, let's have the next fight. Let me heal up, and we can have another. We can go at it. He's like, I'm not going to fight down. I need to fight up. But if you want to go, let's go.
That's a bad fight for Maurice Green, brother. I can tell you that. That's definitely not a very good matchup for him because Tanner Boza got a huge knockout and Maurice Green could hardly knock out a dude who looked like he had come out from the piss.
Dude, but how emotional was his post?
Dude, listen. When I see things like that, I get a little teary-eyed myself, just to see how happy he was for him and his family. And he's going to Jackson Wink now to go train with John Jones. Yeah.
So, but onto the Perry fight.
Yes.
I think the thing about Mike Perry is, look, we'll get onto the fact that he wants to move up a weight class at the end of this, but he has arms like tree trunks, and he's got power for days. And he's got some good wins. He's got
a physique from hell.
Yeah, and I think what happens with Mike Perry is he wins a fight, he loses a fight. He beats someone impressively, and then he loses against someone in the top 10. But he has the power to knock out anybody on any given night.
Yeah.
So when it comes to grappling someone a little bit smaller than him, he might not be as skilled as Mickey Gall on the ground, but he held his own on the ground because look, it's a black belt versus grappling against a white belt, but it's like putting someone with small arms versus someone with flippant tree trunks, and the power is what got him through those exchanges.
Yeah, for sure. Listen, Jared, you want to put some earphones in, bro? Your audio, I think, is feeding back quite a bit, bro. But yeah, dude, I completely.
Can I log out and then come back in so I have a better connection?
No, it's fine. Just can you not put headphones in?
Chuck some headphones on because
yeah. Okay. Well, let's just push through, boys. Let's just push through. Okay. What were you gonna say, Dan? For sure.
Well, now the audience needs to all take a drink. So
yes. Yeah. There we go. Cheers, boys.
But let's push through. If we've proven that if one of us drops off, the other two will finish the show. No?
Yeah, hundreds.
Last week there was a storm in Gardens, Cape Town, a massive storm.
Yeah.
I got swallowed by a grey cloud. So, yeah, but also, sorry, I was talking about Perry's grappling, but Platinum had some fucking amazing striking as well. I know he used to be a boxer, but
dude, he looked amazing.
Well. He looked amazing against a guy in Gall who's actually improved his striking in the last few fights. Look, Mickey Gall had a bad rap because he beat up CM Punk. He didn't want to do it. The company paid him money to do it. He said no.
He did call him out though.
He did call him out, and then he kicked his ass. What an asshole!
I love it.
But that's why they put Platinum against him. Now, if we're done analyzing the fight, I'd like to talk about Mike Perry and why he's so angry at Mr. Tarandil.
Tarandil, dude, have you not seen Mike Perry is a bum.com?
I've checked it out, but it's amazing.
That's his way that he started that, and he's now making jokes about like raw dogging this new chick. It's just like it's gone hectic. And you know these fighters, they don't hold back, bro. They do not hold back whatsoever. So it's an interesting one.
But I think that Tarandil should be very careful because Tarandil is going to fight for the middleweight belt. If he beats Robert Whittaker, he's going to fight Izzy. So why is he looking way back over his shoulder at welterweights who are ranked below him? I mean, he fought for the title at welterweight. Perry's not even in the top 15. What's going on?
No. This is purely a hate situation. This is purely Darren Till trolling Mike Perry. He knows he's at middleweight. He knows he's bigger. I think he likes to have a little bit of a dig and all that kind of jazz. So I don't think it's got anything to do with matchups. I think it's just that's a personal thing.
Yeah, it's a pissing contest. Okay.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Well, the thing about sorry, Jay, did you want to go there?
Yeah, I think your connection's good now, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're coming through. It's a little bit of a lag, but
it's all good. It's all good.
The listeners will just drink if there's a bit of a lag.
Yeah. Well, what did you think of Perry, bro? Now I want to know what Jay's opinion is on the whole Perry situation, dude.
I don't know, he's the kind of personality that I don't dig because he just seems like an O that just wants to just brawl everywhere. Inside, outside of the cage, he's just prof to just break skulls. I'm like, I don't really get that personality,
Is it? Well, because, I mean, have you seen his Instagram where he knocked that guy out?
Dude, I've heard him speak so much about, punching O's out, and I'm like, bro, keep it for the ring.
Yeah. We don't need that in the sport. You don't need guys to be fighting on the fucking street. That's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Especially when you're a trained killer. Especially when when you're a black belt and you go fight someone in the street. That's dumb. Yeah, I agree with you. Keep it for the ring. Keep it for the cage.
Definitely.
I think he's met his match because Taryn Dill is actually he's bigger than Mike Perry, but Mike Perry's got knockout power, and he'll bring that up to middleweight.
Yeah.
It's not an uneven matchup.
No, for sure.
I just think Darren Till is so much more skilled at striking.
I don't know. I think
standing and banging.
Obviously, Darren Till's got the reach, and he's got the he's got more of the Muay Thai where Mike Perry's got more of like a boxing strong style. But yes, Mike Perry even threw up a few head kicks there on the weekend, dude. It was impressive to see, and he hit him a couple of times. He connected, and they were partially blocked.
Yeah,
it's funny though because, as I said, Perry fights with compassion and anger, which like drives him hectically. Where most of these other guys fight with precision and like focus, and they're trying to plan everything. Where Perry, if he's upset, and he will go and he'll gun, and he could actually do some serious damage because of that fuel that's driving.
Yeah, I mean, but that style can also be hugely intimidating for anyone, because if you imagine the raw fire attitude, you know, I know a lot of the guys like Sean O'Malley, Conor McGregor, Israel Adesanya, those guys who'd say, I don't throw and wish, I just aim and fire, or, you know, those kind of guys. It's still hard to, I mean, obviously you're going to gas if you don't, the guy's going to gas if they don't get you out of there, but that's a seriously tough dude right there, dude.
Yeah, and I think everyone wants to see him versus Darren Till just because there's a bit of a beef now. But I think that requires Darren Till to lose his matchup against Robert Whittaker. Because, look, I think that fight is going to happen. Whittaker versus Till.
Yeah.
For arguably the number one contender shot for the title at middleweight. And if Darren Till loses that fight, you could see Perry going up to 185.
Mike, you want to go to a spa? Mike, you want to go to a spa, or do you want to spa? Do you want to spa, or do you want to go to a spa, Mike?
Oh, spa, okay.
You fucking kidding me?
I mean, I didn't know that. Darren Till hosted the domain for Mike Perry's a bum. I thought he just blows him up on social media.
No, didn't you see the part where go to MikePerryIsABum.com and you see the partners? It's all Darren Till on like a different, like it's all him photoshopped on different heads, and he's dude, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. Definitely go check it out.
Yeah, so I'll check it out. And then, so guys, are we going to talk about the fact that the diamond is back?
The diamond! I'm so... Listen. I'm so upset for Dan Hooker. Because I love Dan Hooker. I've enjoyed Dan Hooker ever since he's joined the UFC. He's always put on exciting fights. I think lightweight is definitely his home. Someone like Dustin Poirier as well, who came from featherweight. You know, the chin holds up a little bit more for these guys. Now, Dustin Poirier is one of my favorite all time. He is, but I put him in my top 5 with Donald Cerrone.
He's in my top 3.
Yeah, well, he's in my top 2. He's not. It's between my top 2 are Dustin Poirier and Cowboy. Those are my 2 guys.
Okay. No, mine's Max Holloway, Poirier, and Bobby Knuckles.
Yeah. But I mean, Max is in my top 5, so I mean, it's easy. We've got a very similar liking to everybody.
What's not to love? I mean, these guys are. That's the reason why you watch MMA.
Yeah.
Personalities.
100%.
You just don't get those personalities in boxing.
Yeah.
mean, boxing's its own sport, so it's got its own unique sort of skill set, and it's great. But I watch MMA because of the grappling as well. But boxing, there's only one guy I can really think of that I really follow for his personality, and that's Tyson.
Tyson, the Jersey King, of course. But on the absolutely with personality and all that kind of stuff. But what I'm saying is, Dustin Poirier and Dan Hooker was a fucking terrible fight for me to watch. Just on the basis that I love both those guys so much, and I support them both. They are both currently one of the two of the top fighters that I support and that I want to wish the best for, and unfortunately, one of them had to lose.
You see, I felt the same way when Conor fought. I felt the same way when Conor fought Khabib, because I love Conor and I love Khabib.
True.
Because Conor was such a dick leading up to the fight, I didn't care that he got fucking choked out. I actually enjoyed it.
I also thoroughly enjoyed it.
Dan Hooker versus Dustin Poirier was an incredible fight. And if there was anyone that was like a casual fan new to MMA, never watched a fight, I would have said, watch Hooker versus Poirier. It was rough to watch. They landed a lot of blows on each other. But
how was that second round, bro?
Technical matchup,
That second round was insane. Do you know, like, Dan Hooker and Dustin Poirier, both of them, you know, when you guys get like guys who work off the jab, and then all that jazz. These guys were throwing 10, 11 punch combos. It was insane to watch.
It was, and they were just giving it back to each other. One would throw like 5 or 6, and the other one would just throw back.
Sure, bro. Your internet is struggling today.
Look, the listeners need to drink. No, but I could hear what you're saying.
No, I completely. I mean, and I think all the listeners know exactly what you're trying to say anyway. Dude, but it was one of the most insane. It was one of the most insane things I've ever. Craziest fight I've ever watched in the UFC. My first fight that I ever watched was Frankie Edgar versus Graham Maynard. This amplifies it. And it was Graham Maynard, Frankie Edgar 3, I think it was.
You see, the first fight I ever watched as an MMA fan and became a huge fan after that was, and I have to admit I'm a Conor dick rider or whatever, but it was Conor when he beat Dustin Poirier. So the Diamond has always been a guy that I like.
Ooh.
I think featherweight wasn't a good home for him.
No.
His chin holds much better at lightweight. And look,
100%.
So Jared, what do you think is next for Poirier and Hooker?
I don't know.
You gotta go Dustin versus Tony, right?
When's that?
No, I'm saying you gotta go Dustin versus Tony. That's my opinion. I think you gotta go. He has to fight Tony to see who's the second best in the world.
I've got to say, okay, Jared.
Tony Ferguson. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm what I'm saying is I agree, Tony Ferguson, but how long ago did Tony fight?
He got beat pretty badly by Gaethje about a month ago.
So he's got a month rest on Dustin. So I mean a month could be a month is fine, yeah.
To the amount of damage Dustin took and the amount of damage Tony took, I think in 9 months' time, let's talk February. They could fight in February.
No, they can still fight this year, dude. It's June. They can fight in October, November.
Yeah, I suppose you're right, because also Tony's...
No, he'll be fine, bro.
Yeah.
Tony's already doing workouts with like the Make-A-Wish Foundation and stuff like that, dude. He's still he's already training. So I think in terms of the head, he needs all that time, no sparring and all that jazz. But the cool thing about Tony Ferguson is that he doesn't spar. So he goes straight back into combat, dude. I must say, listen, I've had some free time and I've looked at have you ever looked at the backgrounds of guys like Gerald McLennan? Because so I know I'm completely changing my tune and what I'm talking about here is the story of Gerald McLennan. That was one of them, and another one was shit. I can't believe it was still about. Dude, you guys need to check it out. We'll link it in the description or whatever. I can't remember what it was, but it was about fighters quitting. I think Joe Rogan actually spoke on his podcast with Joe Schilling about it. You should check these stories out about these fighters that, bringing all the fighter pay and stuff, because a lot of the guys like Maurice Green and John Jones and Masvidal and all that kind of stuff are going, we don't get paid enough for this shit. Go look at the story. Let's say this. Everybody that's listening right now, go and look at the story of Gerald McLennan. It is one of the most heart-wrenching stories that I've ever read.
What is it?
Don King is involved. Don King is involved. One of the most disgusting people in the history of boxing. And there was another. I think his name was. Chris Eubank was the guy who fought him. That ended up getting. These guys ended up in wheelchairs, blind. Had to learn how to speak again, all that kind of shit. So this is a serious fucking sport. Let me just get to his record. Sorry, I know we've gone straight off, but I think it's important for people to know these warriors, dude. Just hold on.
This is the type of insight that the listeners want. So you're saying Gerald McLennan?
Yeah, Gerald McLennan. He was he took a knee against Nigel Benn in 1995, and he never recovered. He collapsed on his back. And he never recovered. And there's a few documentaries on YouTube about the whole story, which is just heart wrenching, dude. And these fighters meet years and years later. Let me just see it. It was late.
McLennan was a champ. He was a WBO.
He was a champion. Yeah, it was a championship bout against Nigel Benn.
Okay.
So definitely check that out. Well, just look at the story and just to see what these guys. So, who was it? He won against Nigel Benn, but when was this? 92. No. Okay, there we go. It was against.
But you made it seem like he's passed away, but he's still alive.
Yeah, but I want you to go look at these guys' stories.
He lost against Nigel Benn.
No, I know, but Nigel Benn beat. Yes, I know, but that's the fight where it all happened.
That's what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Apologies.
Sorry. So
Right.
I'm just trying to see, man. But
come on.
Michael Watson. There we go. Michael Watson. There we go.
Okay.
That's it. There we go. We good. Sorry, my bad. But yeah, we were talking about. I can't even remember now.
No, so we wrapped up the Poirier versus Hooker thing, and I think Jared gave his. I mean, we gave our opinion on who's next. What do you think's next for Dan Hooker, right?
Dan Hooker coming off a loss. It's such a stacked division. Ferguson coming off a loss, Poirier off a win. You see, because it could be a matter of Hooker Ferguson.
If Hooker sits out for a bit and Khabib beats Gaethje, which I suspect will happen. I know I've changed my tune on that, but I suspect Khabib will submit Gaethje in the second round.
Ooh, no, but you can't. Ooh, wow, you're making bold predictions very early, eh?
Well, no, to say Khabib's going to win is not a bold prediction.
Sheepers, yeah.
It's a normal prediction because Khabib has never lost. But if you look at the division, I mean, Connor's gone. He's not going to do anything.
Gaethje doesn't get taken out in the second round. Not a chance in hell. Doesn't matter if it's Khabib, bro.
Okay, so I can't pull up the rankings.
I've got the rankings here. I've got them up. Flyweight, bantamweight. What are we talking about?
It goes Hooker.
Oh, sorry.
Charles Oliveira. Lightweight.
Yeah.
Charles Oliveira versus Dan Hooker. I'm excited.
Is he not booked for a fight?
He might be, damn it. But he just beat Kevin Lee. I think Dan Hooker.
No, he's not booked for a fight. Oliveira could fight. I mean, well, look, it's Tuesday. So yeah. So the rankings are fresh today. So Poirier's number 2. Ferguson's down to number 3 from number 1.
Okay, so
I don't know what McGregor's still doing there.
He's always McGregor will, the UFC won't take McGregor out their rankings because he's a little golden cash cow. But where Poirier sits above Tony Ferguson, but they haven't fought, and where Dan Hooker sits above
Oliveira, that's a perfect matchup.
Yeah,
that's a perfect matchup. I like it. I like it.
Dana White, can you hear me? Sean Shelby, can you hear me?
I love it. I'm getting so excited. Yeah, that's good, dude. I like that.
So guys, I mean, let's be honest. Have you guys seen what's coming up on the 12th?
My word.
Oh, dude. This
My word.
is gonna be insane.
It is absolute filthiness at what is coming up.
It's not this weekend. It's in 2 weekends' time.
No, yeah. So we mustn't talk about it.
Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll do a
preview
of that fight on the next episode of From the Corner.
100%.
That one's actually too big to squeeze into our last 10 minutes.
Oh my word. Paige Van Zandt, Amanda Ribas, Jessica Andrade, Rosnama Yunus, Peter Yan, Volkanovski, Holloway, Aldo, Gilbert Burns, Kamaru Usman. It is a massive stacked card, and there's early prelims. There's dude. Think about Volkan Oezdemir, someone who fought for the light heavyweight championship of the world against Daniel Cormier, is on the fucking prelims, brother.
Yeah, but he did get his ass kicked by the big ass Cormier.
Yeah, but there's a few good fights, and it's gonna be fun to watch.
I would just like to quickly say, I won't preview it, but I will say that I wouldn't mind having a new welterweight champion.
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt, I'm rooting for Burns all the way. But let's talk about that on the next From the Corner.
Oh.
Cool.
Yas Island.
Yes, Queen. But that was a good.
For the island.
Yeah, dude, so excited. I can't. But I mean, listen. I mean, I'm one of those guys. I see these things on the beach, and I see all these crazy ideas, and you saw yourself during the build-up that they hyped it quite a lot. So I'm interested to see what the production value is going to be.
Yeah. No, I think it'll be good. It's the UFC. They know what they're doing. Been doing it
100.
all the time.
Yeah, definitely. But other than that, dudes, it's been stellar to talk to you, and I look forward to the next episode. I think we can wrap it there, yeah?
100%.
Yeah.
Sweet. Thanks everybody listening from the corner. Check us out on YouTube on currently the Papa Jesus page and all the rest on Spotify.
Love you lots.
Sweet. Check it later.